Hello and welcome, everyone. It is late at night for us. We typically don't stream this late at night, but we're doing a special crossover episode today with Tony. So, Ptony, you probably see him over on Twitch a lot. So, we are going to be playing Slay the Spire, the board game. And we are just waiting to be invited into the call and into the game. And we are going to play, hopefully, a game that I will absolutely love because I love the game, so I should love the board game, so that I can go out and buy it tomorrow and continue to play it. So here's hoping that it is great. I have never done a crossover stream like this before, so a little nervous, but the good news is that most of my viewers also watch Tony, so they're probably all over there, so I'll be streaming to an empty room. So welcome everyone to this special late night edition, up late with waffles, Waffle House After Dark, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just waiting for the okay. I'm waiting for the invites in, and so we can do this. So bear with me. Again, I've never done anything like this before, so I have no idea what it's going to be like or how it's going to work. If the audio is going to work, who knows? So, we're all learning together on this journey of what is this, a crossover episode, as Mr. Peanut Butter says 50,000 times in BoJack Horseman. Gotta grab my water as well. A little bit of water bottle ASMR for all of my ASMR enjoyers. Oh, then we gotta tap the microphone. I'm sorry. I will not do that again. It's better when Dex is here, because Dex always hates when I do that. It is fun and my life's goal to get Dex's goat, but he might join us. I don't know, it's pretty late for him. Pretty late for most of my viewers, so we're just sitting here waiting. I do have this to talk about while we're waiting. This is my fancy $90 piece of plastic. I kickstarted it. You're supposed to wear it, and it'll play gifts and such for you. So like I could put the St. Waffles logo on it, and then it would just play. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. I really want to do that. So I kickstarted it for $90, and they took my money and ran. Oh, Ptony is on the line now. Let's join the call and see what happens. Let's see here. It's coming through the wrong speaker.
Yes, you are more than welcome to stream, Hannah. Yeah. Ads over. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Would be good since I've had trouble streaming lately. Yeah, no, absolutely. More than happy to have you stream. And in fact, since you're a player that is familiar with the game, it's helpful because like you can give a player's perspective. Yeah, I think it's difficult to stream when you're learning the game, but since you already know it, then there's no problem.
I'm here now. My sound automatically went through my camera for some reason, but you should be able to hear me now.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can hear you now. Welcome in. How you doing?
I am doing great. This is a little strange. Usually I stream at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it's 5 in the afternoon, so
yeah, that's a bit different. I am having a look at the rules and discovering I forgot a lot more than I well, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. We're gonna figure things out little by little. I expect maybe if we're lucky, we get through Act 1 is kind of my expectation, to be honest.
I'm completely fine with that. I want to test it out and see, because I plan on going and buying this tomorrow because I anticipate loving it. So,
oh really? It's I think it'll play better in person. Hold on, I'm also gonna go live on YouTube's. Boop 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 boop. We're live in 2 places. Chat says hello.
Hello, chat. I think I'm in your other chat to see chat, but my stream's not set up for doing this. I know you're set up for it because you do it all the time, but this is my first time ever doing like a crossover thing, so I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah, you just gotta be a little bit everywhere at once. That's all. Wait, which chat is which? I don't know. Is this your chat? I chat. Did I post in your chat or in my YouTube chat?
It must be yours because it's not showing up on my end.
Hello, Waffles.
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
that's your chat.
I'm looking at your viewer list here, and I see a bunch of my viewers have decided to go onto your stream instead of my stream.
I
And
know.
I will remember this, viewers.
Let me give you a link to my YouTube chat. Is probably going to be very inactive. Hey, for my chat, what am I trying to say? I don't remember. Shoot. Oh, please follow Waffles on YouTube. There, we got there. Let's see. You can find him if you just look for for Saint Waffles on YouTube.
You were going to say your own name.
I was. Yeah, I do this all the time. Don't even worry about it. I'm also going to send you. I'm sending you links over Discord. These are a pop-out version of my YouTube chat and a pop-out version of my Twitch chat. So all sorts of different places.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to stream this either, but here we are. We're doing it.
Remembering just keeping our eyes in 4 different places at once, and also the game. It'll be good. Yeah.
You know what helps with that? Not to be a bad influence, but if you get a 49-inch monitor, it makes it a lot easier to kind of sort everything throughout.
We're not even friends on. Wow, we're not prepared at all. Hold on, I need to send you a friend request on Steam.
I did say I wasn't going to stream.
I'm on 2 monitors, and that gets me by for now. Yeah. Are you on a single monitor?
Yeah, I'm on a Samsung Odyssey 49-incher.
Wow. All right. There is my friend code on Steam. If you send me a friend request, then I can invite you into the game.
We are wholly unprepared for this.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. Kill me. I mean, don't kill me. But free me. Wait, I'm on call with work until midnight? Melanie, that's rough. Oh my. Is this even a real collab? You tried to avoid shouting him out. You know, don't tell him. Don't tell him. We have 0 mutual friends. Oh, that's fun. Wow.
We lived entirely different lives.
I guess so. All right. I have sent you an invite to my game session. Although I need to reload the game. Should have done that first. Okay, that should be fine.
Let's see if I can remember how to accept that.
It should be if you press Shift Tab while you're in tabletop, you should see a friend invite from me, I believe.
Yep, I got the friend invite and I accepted the game, and now we're waiting to see if it actually works.
Okay. Yeah, it might take a second to figure out things. Hopefully it does something soon. Hello, Momo. How are you? Friends with Ptony. Jealous. I know, Bubble. I know. A third monitor. So every monitor that you add to your computer is another thing that your that your computer has to calculate what to draw to. So it can be increasingly taxing on your system. And it's something that I think a lot of people lose track of. Like, so for example, if you're playing a game and you're dropping frames and the graphics are struggling a lot, sometimes it can be enough to just unplug a second monitor if you're playing with 2 monitors, and your computer will have less of a heart attack.
Alternatively, you can get a 5090 and run as many monitors as you want.
That's true. You know, that is either what I said or just throw more money at it. Throwing money at it, you can work too. That's true.
Can you try inviting me again?
Yeah.
I'm going to cancel out the game and see if it'll boot up fresh with it.
Okay. Perfect. You can't con me into having fewer than 3 monitors. I used to do this quite a bit. I used to do VR every once in a while. Like Half-Life Alyx is one of the most fantastic VR experiences. Highly recommend it. And there's other great ones too. What? Oh, hold on a second.
Also, I'm streaming on both
loading a fresh
horizontal and vertical for the first time.
Hopefully I
so
didn't confuse your computer. Yeah, we should be fine.
Hi, Emmy.
Hi, Dan Martineau. But so sometimes when I was playing VR, I would unplug one of my monitors to help make my computer less terrified of everything. You can't pay me to do VR. I already get motion sick just playing Minecraft. Yeah, no, that makes sense. The motion sickness is definitely real. All right. Your ping looks like it's normalizing, but I think, do you see everything? Do you see the board game?
Yep, I see everything, and it says to choose a color and to choose a character. Do we have a preference on either of those?
The color shouldn't matter. There's the two that I think are, well, here, I'll be pink. You can be red because that'll be like in the most strategic place for where the game mat is, but it won't really matter much. Are you familiar with Tabletop Simulator, by the way?
Yeah, I ran Dungeons and Dragons in it for like 3 years.
Oh, great. Sweet. Good. That is very helpful. Great. Yeah, no, you can choose any character you want and I'll pick afterwards.
I'll go with the silent.
Great choice. That's excellent. I will be ironclad.
My chat's apologizing to the rest of my chat. The other day I ate macaroni and cheese with chocolate on it because I made the mistake of saying it would be good, and my chat said put your money where your mouth is and try it. And yesterday we tried the new Mountain Dew that's going to be at Papa John's. That is Mountain Dew with banana peppers, pepperoncinis in it. A little bit of spicy Mountain Dew.
You know, do it for the content, I guess. Jeez. You know, one time for we had a subathon, and one of the subathon goals included drinking a pizza smoothie. Yenza says it wasn't bad. I say it wasn't good.
I try a pizza smoothie. In fact, I have right now in the fridge, there was a TikTok famous, it's a pickle potato chip pizza that I need to eat. Maybe we should try blending that.
You know, whatever you need to do, I guess. How beautiful. All right. So I'm trying to remember. We'll probably get some things wrong. Anybody in chat familiar with Slay the Spire, the board game? I imagine we're going to make some mistakes along the way, but I've played this before a long time ago. So we'll just, we'll do what we can, I suppose. But if you do know, please correct us as we go, because we're going to make mistakes. You're supposed to be convincing me to come watch your content, not to block you. Waffles will tread where you don't have to. It's beautiful. All right. So, like any good board game, it's all about reading what cards say and then doing that. So the very first thing is Niao's Blessing. And before we even make a choice, we each gain 3 gold and we get a card reward. So we can each grab 3 gold from over here. Oh, geez. I grabbed a whole pile of them by accident. And there are these 5 gold pieces if you ever want to like convert and things like that, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. I had 1 gold piece to start with, so I should have 4, correct? Or is it only 3?
I believe
Taco
I have
ramen
6
was very
all of a
good.
sudden. You should have had more than 1. Hold on. Or maybe they automatically distributed the gold to us. Oh, wait, hold on. We're set up.
Oh, you're right. I do have more. Now I have 6.
Pick a character. If you're playing solo, also gain 2 and the loaded die. Oh my goodness. Hi, Catacombs! Base bug rate.
Oh, speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, Catacombs is here.
Yeah, do you know Catacombs?
Yeah, I lurk in their stuff, always looking for games because I got this book off of a Kickstarter for a Adventurer's Guide to the Bible 5e that's supposed to be a Dungeons and Dragons adventure through the Bible stories. I always wanted to try it out and see how blasphemous or offensive is this, or did they actually do good with it?
You can never tell. Hi, welcome in. Hi, Catacombs, Erky, Beer Fox. For your viewers, if you like D&D, and if you like Catholics, Catacombs RPG, well, or Christians in general, I suppose, they're an ecumenical group, but they play D&D fairly frequently. They're on YouTube as Tales of from the Catacombs, and they're also on Twitch as Catacombs RPG. Is this Slay the Spire the board game? It is! I forgot how to play it. I should have done my research, and I forgot. So I don't know. I think, how much gold do you have? You have 6?
I have 6.
Okay. I'm wondering if they automatically distributed this first 3 gold to us. And or I don't know. I have a feeling that's what it is. But why don't we actually, who knows? We'll just start with a handicap of extra gold if that's the case.
Yeah.
But we might need it. It's pretty brutal. All right. Next, it tells us to do a card reward. Whenever you do a card reward, what you're going to do is come over to your reward deck. You have one over here. You only will draw from the rare deck when it tells you to. But generally speaking, just like normal, you'll draw 3 and flip them over and get to choose one, just like a normal card reward. The cards should generally be very similar, although the numbers are all much lower. And some of the things are simplified. So, for example, disarm is apply to weaken instead, and things like that.
Yeah, and the block seems to be much less, like metallicize is 1 instead of 3.
Mm-hmm. And headbutt is only doing 2 damage. Look at our starting HP. I have 10 HP. You have 9. So they made all the numbers smaller so that you don't have to track as many tokens, basically.
Yeah, I would not want to have to put 80 armor tokens on my character on a board game.
Imagine. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to take a headbutt because card manipulation is always great in games like this. There are upgraded forms of these. In the physical copy, it's easy to tell because the way the cards work is they're all in a sleeve, and you can and the upgraded version of the card will be tucked in behind the normal version. So it's really easy to tell what the upgraded version is in real life if you ever want to check. In the tabletop simulator version, I don't know of a good technique to do that. So that's one of those quality of life things that very naturally happens in real life that we won't get to experience.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. So then, of course, you could just add whatever card you chose into your deck, and you can shuffle it if you want. You'll want to make sure that it's flipped over first. Yep. Great. Sweet. And then we each get to choose. There's these 3 blue options. We get to choose one of those and do whatever it says. The third one is, I think, always going to be one of those. You get a big benefit, but you also get a penalty. Yours isn't too bad though. Lose 2 health
Yeah, I'm
two
taking
HP
that.
for 10 gold. Yeah, that's awesome. Catacombs popped up in my YouTube. I hopped into your Discord. I started seeing stuff about Game of Favorites. I tracked down Ptony, and Christian and Catholic Twitch exploded from there. Yes, that's great. I love being something of a hub where people can find other content creators through me in the Catholic and Christian world. I feel like Halloween Waffles requires a disclaimer. Waffles, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, I would say yes. I've always said that, I wanted my content to be authentic. I never wanted to niche down. I never wanted to just do what was popular. So that sometimes means eating macaroni and cheese with chocolate on that. That sometimes means saying unpopular things. So,
Yeah. Trekkie, this is a co-op run. Yeah, I'm quite excited for it. All right, my decision is to upgrade because I didn't like the other options. Potions are, of course, very helpful, but Headbutt is already a card I plan on playing a lot, so upgrading it sounded smart. Choco, give me Choco Mac. I still haven't heard you say that because I'm protecting my interior piece. I refuse to acknowledge that chocolate macaroni and cheese is real. I'm not actually live over there. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Right. You know what? Maybe that's okay. Well, yeah, no, we're live now. Thank you. We should be live now. Oops. Oh, professional streamer, am I right? All right, welcome in my YouTube chat. I hit the go live button. I'm very proud. Live! Thank you, Trekkie. All right, let me catch up my YouTube chat really quick. We're just going through the setup basically for Slay the Spire, the board game. So you really didn't miss much. I got a headbutt and upgraded it. You got, I think you got a
Cloak
shield
and dagger and 10
dagger.
gold.
And 10 gold and lost 2 HP. All right. So, let's go over to cool, sweet, your deck, rewards. This is just like a card reward, but the card you pick is immediately upgraded. That's awesome. You can't have more than 3 potions. Sweet. All right. So we're about to, we all walk together on this map. There is this boot. Shout out to the game. There's a boot in Slay the Spire, which is a reference to the boot in Slay the Spire. And so we path together. Our first path is always going to be a combat, just like in vanilla. A boot. Hi, Brenna. It will be an easier encounter than normal. So they even have a button. We just click the start first encounter button. When you're ready, go ahead and click start first encounter. All right.
Fancy.
Ooh. Yeah. So the way this works is we're allowed to hit other enemies, anyone in the battle, but we only will be hit by our own place. And you can see that enemies are going to do different things. On my enemy, every turn he's going to attack for 1 and then gain 1 strength is how we'll read that.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to the cultist in the real game, but just smaller numbers. On yours, similar to the Jawworm, there will be randomness applied. I believe. So at the beginning, we always, part of the game flow, on our turn, we roll the die, and that affects a great many things. One of the things it will affect is we will then learn what the Jawworm is doing, whether he's applying shield, a shield and strengthen, attack and apply shield, or just a full-on attack.
So it's telegraphing just like it does in the game, saying, hey, this is what's going to happen, so prepare for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So great. There is a cheat sheet up here that's going to tell us how the turns go. We always start first. And it's also got, this all these icons that's a cheat sheet, which is very helpful. We love cheat sheets. So at the start of the turn, on our turn, we always reset our energy to 3 unless there's a reason not to, and our block to 0. We draw 5 cards into our hand, and then we roll the action die. And then anything that the die triggers and also start of turn abilities will trigger there. A lot of the relics will be tied to dice later on. So more on that later, but that's it'll make more sense when we start seeing relics. But that's what that die symbol is. Then that's kind of how we start. Sound
Okay.
good? All right.
Yeah.
So we'll start by each drawing 5 cards into our hand. You might have, start
I
of
get 2
combat.
extra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's your relic right here. I get to heal though. All right, so I've just got a bunch of shield and stuff. So first we draw, then we roll. And we rolled a 1. So your jawworm is going to be applying shield and strengthening, which is spooky. But that means that you don't need to worry about any defense. Yeah, and then we just play cards like normal. Make sure that you're using the energy properly. There is this little pip that you can move around on your energy bar. Or if you're used to accounting for energy, like you don't have to actually look at it, and it can kind of be a hassle. So do whatever makes sense for you. Yeah. So sometimes it makes sense to, like we each have our own enemy that we're responsible for, but we also like are a party. So we don't want everyone to,
Yeah.
I don't want you to die. You don't want me to die. And sometimes it makes sense to like focus down people or not. So, this one is pretty straightforward for me. Like since I need to block 1, he's going to be attacking with 1. I'm going to definitely play defend, and I'll play 2 strikes, and we can kind of decide together where we want to put that 2 damage. And you can do similar things.
Here's what I'm thinking. We need to take out the cultist before he gets big and scary, because as he pumps up, that can deal some damage. So rather than spending on defense, I can use neutralize to remove his 1 damage this turn, which means you can get an extra strike against him.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. What? Yeah, that's right. Because deal -1 on each attack, next attack, then remove the token. Yeah, that sounds great.
So we can do that, and we can do 7 damage to him. And that would basically almost wreck him.
Sweet. I'm on board with that. All right. Cool. Play all these things. So that's, holy crap, that's 7 damage. So he goes down to 2. That's very nice. Moving around all these little tokens in the virtual world is rough. But in the actual game, it'll be better. I mean, like in physical life. Meat space, if you will.
And then we discard
Goodbye,
everything.
Banana. Thanks for saying hi. It's good seeing you. Yeah, you have a discard over there. All right, sweet. So that ends our turn. The enemy turn, they start by they remove any block that they have from
left over.
Well, first exactly. And then they do whatever their actions say. So the cultist is going to attack me for 1 -1 and then remove the weak token. And then going to gain 1 strength. Very fun. And yeah, he, as you saw, yep, exactly right. Although he also gains 2 shield, which is going to stay here until we either chop it off or get the next thing.
Gotcha. Good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's our very first turn in Slay the Spire, the board game.
And no one died.
And no one died. Not even the enemies, but the cultists got close. All right, sweet. So that's the end of the enemy turn. Move cube actions. Cube actions. I don't see any cube actions. All right, that's fine. Cool, sweet. So we'll start a new turn. We reset our energy. We each draw to 5 again. Ooh, I got a bash. And reset our energy, reset our block to 0. We roll the die. You want to go ahead and roll the die this time?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, a
Oof.
6. Oh, that's very bad. All right. Well, you might play defense this turn.
Yep.
Because he's coming at you with 4. Oh, geez. You might be okay. You'd be
I
able
can
to
handle
block
that.
4. Yeah, and I'll focus on attacking. All right. I suppose, what does vulnerable do? Let me look at vulnerable real quick. When weak attacks vuln, they cancel each other out and one of both tokens are removed. Deal 2 times damage on each attack in the next attack, then remove a vuln. Oh, fascinating. Okay. In a row, end the boss. On enemy actions affects all players. Oh, hi. Thank you, love. Okay, sweet. Well, I think I most assuredly am going to be playing Bash and Headbutt. One interesting thing that you might have noticed from Weak is that the thing that triggers Weak to be taken off of a character is not turn. It was that he attacked. So, for example, if we had put Weak on the Jawworm last turn, then that Weak would still apply now, which is interesting and different.
It's not per turn, it's until used.
Exactly. And that's similar for Headbutt, which makes me think that I might put my Headbutt on, my Bash on the Jawworm, so we get a Vuln on him, as opposed to the Headbutt, even though the Headbutt has more damage natively.
You could hit the Jawworm with both and get him down weak. The cultist only takes 2 attacks, so even if he gets a little bit more, oh no, because he's going to hit you, so we have to take out the cultist before he hits you.
Yeah, he's attacking for 2, so I want to take him out so that I don't have to worry about block, and then I can just go full aggro on the Jawworm.
Yeah, good plan.
That also means I'll be able to, with the Headbutt, bring Bash back into... So I play Bash first, and then I play Headbutt and put Bash on top of my deck, and I'll be able to play Bash
Then you have it next turn as well,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah, for double damage, which will be nice.
Sounds good, and I'll just defend up so that the Jawworm does nothing to me.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right. So put a Bash on him that removes his 2 shields, which is, there are worse things in the world. And then this guy is dead. I don't know how to assemble that. There, we'll put him sideways. Yeah. At the end, up in the top corner, that's the rewards that I'm going to get. You're going to get these rewards down here. So you'll get a coin, a potion, and a card reward. I'll just be getting a coin and a card reward.
Ah, so it's not Dungeons and Dragons. I can't steal all the loot while you're busy.
Well, you can, but you just have to steal it straight from my purse over here without me seeing. Different kind of stealing. Yeah, if nobody catches you, can it be against the rules? Probably not. All right, sweet. So there's that. And I think So you have 3 block, and he's about to attack. Oh,
I have
wait.
4 block.
You have 4 block. Gotcha. Oh, right, because Survivor is better. All right, sweet. So that's the end. Wait, hold on. Let me actually do this. So I played this. It goes into my discard. I played this. It goes on top of my draw. I play this, and that's my turn.
And discard the rest. You know, you were talking about cheating in the game, but so someone told me once, and I don't know if this is actually true. So, you know, this is like internet thing. They said that the rules, the way the rules are written in Monopoly is it doesn't tell you not to cheat. So it's supposed, like the banker is supposed to try and take as much money without getting caught, because the point of being the banker is to be able to cheat the system just like in real life. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I read it, you know, it was on Reddit, but I've never read the rules of Monopoly, I don't think. So I don't know if it actually tells you not to do that.
That convinces me. Did you know that in the rules of Monopoly, it also doesn't tell you that you can't shank your neighbor with a toothbrush. So technically, no rules written. Just saying. What do you say, chat?
That's what the go straight to jail is for, is using the toothbrush shank.
That's when go straight to jail becomes very IRL. Felony. All right, sweet. So, their turn. Thank you, chat. Their turn is they remove enemy block. Enemy actions, he is just going to attack you for 4, but I believe you have 4 shield.
Yep, break the armor.
And then move cube actions, I guess. Oh, I know. There's another type of, so my enemy only does the same thing every time. Your enemy is a dice roll. There's a third type of action economy where they follow a specific pattern, and you can move an action cube to keep track of that.
Oh, it's like those annoying bosses in the first one that they do like that yelling thing that makes you have the 2 cards that are worthless, and your deck slowly gets filled up with garbage until you lose, like that, where they go back and forth between attack and then fill your deck with garbage.
Centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah. So some enemies have very predictable patterns. The Jobworm has randomness. Okay, sweet. So far, so good. Next turn.
I think it's a good time also to pitch. I'd thrown this idea to you, and you're making it happen. We're going to try and do a weekly Slay the Spire run and compare results, and everyone is welcome to join the challenge and see who can be the top slayer of the week with the seed word.
Yeah, to some degree, although like many of us are playing at different ascensions currently. Like Feeble Blobber just recently beat Ascension 18 with Ironclad. Mad Pack has beaten Ascension 20 with Silent. I'm not there yet. I think I've gotten up to like 13, maybe. But I don't remember. So I'm like miles behind them. So yeah, I mean, there might be some light competition, but I'm expecting it to be a little bit more just like comparing notes and very friendly style of competition.
Oh no, I'm going full competition.
Oh, okay.
We're going full trash talking, throwing things.
Meanwhile, Mel says, Waffle sounds like Slay the Spire has hurt him. I think Slay the Spire has hurt most people who play it. Yeah, that's about right.
It's hurt my wallet. I have Slay the Spire. It's a tie between Slay the Spire and Stardew Valley for the game that I've bought the most, because I got it on Switch and I got it on my PlayStation and I have it on my PC and I have it on my phone. Like,
it's a good game, and they're about to come out with a sequel, so it'll hurt your wallet again
and again.
All right. So we reset our shield and our energy. We draw 5. I need to shuffle and draw.
I think I will need to also, but yes.
Yeah.
So how do we shuffle?
So what you want to do is just, you can just reset. No, reset deck. I don't know what reset deck will do. Yeah, I just manually
There
did
we
it.
go. Yep, I remember it now.
Hey, I got my headbutt again, which is fantastic. That means I can do 6 damage at once with that vulnerable. So I propose that you let me do that.
Yes, please. Mel says they got Okami, bought it on PS2, Wii, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And I'm pretty sure Okami has like a remaster edition coming out here soon too. So you're not done buying Okami yet.
When you said, I love that. I love to see my chat in your chat. That's great. Yeah, Waffles is great. Definitely subscribe to him while you're there. When you said that Mel has Okami, I thought you were saying Mel has a communist and was lost. Wow. Like a pet. All right. This is the damage I can put. Oh, right. I forgot. You're absolutely right. Supposed to roll that. So he's going to be attacking for 2 + 1.
Yep. So we got to take him out.
Yeah, probably. What do you have?
I don't even think it matters. If you headbutt him for 3 and that's doubled, that's 6. And then bash would be 7, 8.
And then you'll be able to finish him off.
He only has 8 HP, right. So you can take him out.
Oh, yeah. If you want to just sit back.
Yeah, you kill him and I'll collect the rewards.
Jeez, man. But yep, you're absolutely right.
Okami 2 was announced at the Video Game Awards. That is super exciting. Okami was one of those games that, like, for me, it was one of the first games that really, like, opened that video games don't have to be action. It can really be, like, art. Like, that art style was so breathtaking that I was like, wow, video games are more than just games. They can really be art.
Yeah. No, it's... I haven't ever played it. I've only seen Mel play it a little bit, but it looks like a very beautiful game. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm here and I have a milkshake and I'm content. Inkager, that's huge. I just killed a cultist. This channel takes a strong stance against cultists, I guess. And sorry, I wanted to call you Webby. You would like Webby. I think you know who Webby is. Waffles killed a jawworm. And now we're going to collect our rewards.
Ooh, I got poison stab.
Ooh, that's very nice. There is always a... Yep, go ahead.
Oh, so we draw 3 rewards and we choose one, right?
Exactly. Draw 3, choose 1. Ooh, cleave might be very good. AoE. Note on AoE. So for us, cleave will attack everybody within a row because sometimes we will be fighting more than one. Like there can be multiple enemies in a single row.
Okay.
So it will attack a whole row. It won't attack everybody on the board. If there is a boss, so like either an elite or an act boss, then it will also hit whoever that is. So that's always nice. And if the enemy has an AoE, then that does attack all of us. We count as a row of players.
Okay.
I don't think I'm really going for block at this point. So I think I'm going to take the cleave. 2 damage on everyone. That's that feels pretty strong.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah.
And I got a potion, the Entropic Brew, which gains 2 potion thingies that I'm not sure what they do.
So if you want to use that potion, and I believe that's a potion that you can spend even outside of combat, it will give you 2 new potion cards back.
Oh,
so it's a potion with potions inside of it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, we should. Oh, that's a potion card. Okay, yeah, we're gonna grab that really quick then, just so we have them available.
Information, love it.
Fire potion. That's what we like to see. Ooh. Oh, and Ghost in a Jar. Those are like 2 of the best potions.
Oh, wow. That's even stronger than base game. You can't lose more than 1 HP this turn. So even
instead of every attack dealing 1 damage, it just flat out 1 damage and that's it.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. I'm going to remove enemies. Sweet. We did it. We got our first. We did it. We vanquished everybody. Good job. Good job. Good job, gamers.
And now the
Order of
actual
business is-
funnest part of the game. We have to plan a route.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's see. Since we maybe cheated. Wait, how do you have 16 gold? Wait, you have 16 gold?
Yeah, because I got my starter gold, and then I selected the thing where I took 2 damage and got 10 gold for that. And then I just got a gold for killing the jaw worm. So I am rich.
That means we should probably path towards a shop for you. Maybe this one, and then
That's the exact path I was thinking. We go that way so we can go against 2 elite monsters and stack up on relics if things go well.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right. There's also, we only get 1 upgrade. It looks like 1 extra upgrade if we go through here to hit this elite.
Mm-hmm.
That might be fine. I mean, to get more than that, we would have to sacrifice the shop, which does not seem right to me.
No, let's burn some cash.
All right. So let's start with an event. How do events work? They have a whole like achievement system over here.
Oh, it's for the ascensions and all
On the
that.
back.
Wow, this is so well thought out. Like, so I got the Stardew Valley board game, and I honestly haven't played it yet because, like, the setup for the game seems like it'll take 1 or 2 hours just to set up the game. And it's like, who wants to set up a game for 2 hours and then play the game? Like, it's so much. So this seems like you could actually pick it up and do it fairly fast with a little bit of setup.
Yeah, possibly. I think that is one of the biggest critiques is that there's a lot that you have to like. There's a lot of micromanagement in this game. It's not as bad as something like, I don't know, Gloomhaven, but nothing is as bad as Gloomhaven. All right, I guess there's an event deck. Oh yeah, so there is. Okay.
There it is.
So
okay.
we'll just draw an event. The cleric.
Ooh, the cleric.
So we each get to choose one of these. So you could heal, although you might not need to heal. You would be wasting a health. You can upgrade a card and you can remove a card for 1, 2, or 3 gold.
We're gonna upgrade.
The choice is yours. Yeah, TTS makes a lot of those games a lot easier. Like Gloomhaven in TTS it's a pretty good experience. This game, since it has so many reminder tokens, is a bit of a pain. Do I want to remove? I probably want to remove.
The only thing I'm thinking when I'm looking at this is like, this is not a cat-friendly game. Like, you set this up, you know that cat is going to jump right on the table, smash everything, cards are going to go everywhere, game over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is not a cat-friendly game. That is accurate. Yeah. If you have a room where animals aren't allowed, this could be a good place. I refuse to let K-Max win. Mal, thank you for the 12 months. Goodness. Thank you.
How do I use the card upgrade thingy?
So you just put a card on top of it and then click the upgrade button.
Oh, click the button. Duh. There we go.
Yeah. Very fun.
Improved defenses. So I think that's a really good move.
Yeah. Defense. Usually you can't give defense to other players. There are a couple characters that can share defense with other players, but defense in this game tends to be a pretty hot commodity, I believe.
Crimson Knight's talking about Gloomhaven on PC is even better. I hope that I spent the money on this without researching it, so hopefully it's a good idea. But there's another good D&D game that just came out called Sunderfolk that allows you, one person buys a copy and then everyone else can play the game using their cell phone as a controller. So it's supposed to be like really good for streamers. So I bought the game without knowing anything about it. So hopefully I can find some people to play it with. It's like the Jackbox games, but D&D.
Yeah. Send me a reminder. I'd love to look into that. And I'm sure there's so many D&D fans in our community. I'm sure we'll find people for you. Good policy, to be honest. Sometimes I don't even want to let Max win when he's right. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Yeah, I suppose so. All right. So our next event is a regular enemy. Yeah, just click on him. Oh, yeah. See? Exactly.
Cleave was the right choice.
It was. Cleave was the right choice. Okay, I guess we jump in. Oh, I'm nervous.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You're celebrating Ascension today. That's awesome. That's cool. Michael is a Lutheran friend of ours that we made recently from our Tangled Christianity podcast. And so we've been starting to have more conversations with him. It's been great.
All right, let's draw, and I guess we need to roll a dice to see what the green louse does.
Mm-hmm.
And he does 1 damage. Okay.
Let's see. What am I up against? Mad Gremlin is attacking for 1. Fat Gremlin is attacking for 1 to all of us. Gremlin Wizard is charging up. And
Charging
then I
his
think
laser.
next turn he's going to attack everybody for 3. And Sneaky Gremlin is attacking for 2. Let me look up something real quick. Enemy action types. At the start of combat, put a cube in the top cube slot. The enemy takes the action to the right of the cube during the enemy actions phase. During the move cube, slide it down the track. When it reaches the bottom, move to the topmost red cube slot. Gray cube actions are not repeated. So our wizard over here, turn 1 he does nothing, and then turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, every turn after that.
He keeps going until he's out.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough fight because we have the Gremlin Wizard doing a ton of damage, but then you also have the Cultist who is charging up constantly. So you've got 2 big threats that need to be removed.
Yeah, we well, I have my Cleave and I have a Bash, which are things that might help us here. Cleave would take out the Sneaky Gremlin.
Cleave for sure, but if you cleave, don't forget that's going to make your guy stronger as well, though. He's going to get extra damage the Mad Gremlin takes strength every time he's hit.
That's what I'm a little nervous about. But it might be worth if I put the Bash on the Mad Gremlin and then Cleave, then that will take out Sneaky Gremlin. The Fat Gremlin will come through. So that would be 1 that I'll just take. And then Gremlin and Fat Gremlin would both be in striking distance, I think, because they'd be at 1 and 2.
Here's what I'm thinking. If you bash the Gremlin Wizard and then Cleave, that will get rid of the Gremlin Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take care of the Sneaky Gremlin. A Mad Gremlin will take 2 damage, and I can deal 2 damage to him to take him out, so he deals no damage to you. And then you'll just take 1 damage, but since you heal 1 at the start of combat, that's okay, and that will take out basically all your guys, and then we can focus on getting rid of the Cultist.
Yeah, what are you? So you've got Survivor.
I'm going to Survivor, so I take no damage. I'll discard Reflex, which will actually let me draw 2 more cards. So let me grab those and see what I can plan there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't need this extra defend. So I can throw 2 strikes out as well. And deal some massive damage.
So
we can clear your entire board. I can take out the fat gremlin, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you take it. Okay, so you're saying bash and take out. See, I'm thinking put the bash on the mad gremlin because then Cleve will take him out. And then if you take out the fat gremlin, sneaky gremlin will be gone, and gremlin wizard will be down to 2.
And I can kill him with both of these.
That's true too. You don't want to put anything over on the louse or the
No,
cultist?
let's wipe your side of the board first, and then we'll focus on mine.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, sweet.
Let's do it. Emmy, thank you for the $2.99, and she loves my bees. I got a bee background going on. I actually commissioned another background, so that'll hopefully be here soon. But I really like having like the little virtual background constantly going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's up with the bees? That is there a reason for bees?
Yeah, so since I'm saying waffles, the theme was waffles, and then you do like honey or syrup and bees, and I just love bees in general. So bees and waffles kind of became my whole theme, I guess.
That makes sense. All right, so all my guys are gone.
All
right?
of them are
Did we get the
toast.
math right? Michael says, yeah, I learned the term Augsburg Catholics, which is another name for Lutheran, but has the name Catholic. So he teases me about how we're all Catholic here. I just finished reaction to the debate between needgod.net and the guy from Catholic Answers. Yeah, Joe Heschmeyer on baptism. Took 2 nights long. Long debate. Yeah, it was. It was a pretty wildly one-sided debate. I also learned in the aftermath of that Ryan from needgod.net deletes comments of people that disagree with him, I guess, which is wild to me. Like if you go to his reaction video, his debrief video after the debate, all the comments that are there are saying, "You did so great, you won." And you know that that can't be like what people would actually say. Like that's not how the internet works. So that's really suspicious. Oh boy. Bees are wicked cool. Yeah. I agree. Like a puppy versus a wood chipper.
One year I want to do, and it's so hard because peer pressure. I want to do like the whole bee friendly, the no mowing where you don't mow your front lawn at all. You just let the pollinators come out and enjoy flowers and the naturally growing stuff. But like, I know that people get so upset when they see an unmowed lawn that it's just like, I want to do it. I know it's better for the bees and the environment, but I know it upsets people. So I know I'll probably never be able to do it while I live in the city.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, but that makes sense. Mike, I'm surprised. I don't think Joe argued for sola scriptura. He used a lot of biblically based arguments, but I wouldn't call that arguing for sola scriptura. He just, Catholics like the Bible. I'm not interested in debate personally. I like dialogue for now. All right, sweet. I think their turn is a wash, right? Oh, no, the cultist.
But he does get a token.
Okay, sweet. Reset everything. Draw 5. Oh, I got a terrible hand. That's unfortunate. What's your new background theme going to be?
I commissioned someone off of Fiverr, so it's got a neon sign of Saint Waffles, my logo, behind me on the left, and then it's got a bunch of bees flying across it there's a little like what do you call it? It's like in the kitchen, it's like a little flap that someone reaches through when your food's ready, and there's a little night hand that's making waffles and putting waffles for the bees to go grab. So it's just supposed to be like a fun, silly thing behind me. It's not supposed to be too distracting, but it's supposed to be interesting enough that when people see that, they stop and say, "Hey, what is going on there?"
Yeah, fun to look at, but not distracting. Makes sense.
Exactly.
He did in the sense he was arguing the Bible is complete and correct, where Ryan was trying to say Mark 16:16 isn't supposed to be in the Bible. It was crazy the sola scriptura guy is attacking the Bible. Yeah, I mean, as a Catholic, I affirm that the Bible is complete and correct. Yeah, we can talk more about that sometime. Catholics affirm that also. Complete and correct? Yeah, I have no problem with either of those. The run goes great. We're on our first normal encounter. About to go to a shop. All right, I've got 2 damage for you is all. It's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Why don't you put one of those on the... Oh, we got to roll the louse. Weak
4.
thing. Ooh. He'll be hitting me with that. Okay. Why don't you hit the louse once just so we can get his curl up out of the way since he's going to armor up, and then we'll put the rest on the cultist.
That sounds good.
And then let's see. I can... What's the symbol on the cloak and dagger? Is that just a regular... The shiv, is that 1 damage?
Yeah, I don't remember. We can look up the... Let's see. Table of contents. Where are the characters? 16 to 17. Should be where it says.
My B background story looks like a Windows screensaver. I can see that. I miss like the 90s to 2000s screensavers, like the pipe maze. Everyone had the pipe maze back in the day. If you're old, you know what I'm talking about. I loved the pipe maze for every Windows screensaver, like in schools.
Yeah, that's a throwback. Shivs are tokens that may be used whenever you could play a card to deal 1 damage. Each shiv is treated as a separate attack and is affected separately by strength, vulnerable, and weak. You start combat with 0 shiv tokens. You gain shiv tokens from cards with the shiv symbol. They don't go away until used or the end of combat.
Ooh.
You can use them immediately or save them up for a combo.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call us all old, but I feel old more and more every day when I wake up and my back hurts or my neck hurts or...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a shiv token, and then I'm going to have to defend... actually, I only need to defend 2.
Yeah.
So I can throw an extra strike out here so I can deal 2 damage to the cultist and watch his damage.
That's perfect. Sweet. All right. So you put 2 on him. Oh, you already took that one?
Yep.
And yep, 1 on the louse. The louse is going to grab 2 shields, but we'll just ignore that for the sake of not moving tokens around. Because he's going to clear them off in a second here.
Yep.
Yeah, all these sorts of things are much easier in person, I imagine. Although even in person, they might get obnoxious. All right, so on their turn, the cultist gains strength.
Gains strength, and I gain a weak token from the louse.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sweet. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you're supposed to put it. Maybe you're supposed to put it on your face. Wherever makes sense for you, actually. Just not the highest authority. It was just funny to me. It was the Protestant arguing against Scripture. Yeah, no, Joe Heschmeyer has talked quite a bit about how that was a really surprising take. Well, surprising in the sense that it's problematic for the Baptist position, is problematic for the evangelical position when you start questioning whether Scripture counts as Scripture, because that puts your source of revelation in jeopardy. Where if any critic mounts a strong enough case that, hey, this passage is of onshore written origin, then all of a sudden, like, you can't deduce anything from it. So it's like a really tenuous position to hold. But Ryan has made that argument before about Mark 16, and that's part of why Joe had that prepared.
Emmy wants to know the lore behind your name, behind Ptony.
Yeah. Oh, I'm flattered. Once upon a time, I wanted to be an author, and my pen name was going to be Ptony. My first name is Peter, and my middle name is Anton, which is just the German form of Anthony. So that's all it is.
I'm glad she asked because I've been wondering that too. So now we're all
Yeah.
learning.
We're learning.
All right. I rolled. It's got a 6. So for this turn, the cultist is going to do 3 damage, and the green louse is swinging for 2. So we got 5 damage lined up on me.
Okay. I have 4 that I can put out. I think, I mean, unless it's really urgent to take out the louse, it would be best to put the headbutt there.
Yep.
But I've got a 3 and a 1.
No, hit the cultist. Let's narrow him down. In fact, yeah, put the one on the louse, and I'm just gonna guard everything this turn.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I get we might be able to redo this. I can take out the louse with the cloak and dagger, which means I'm only being swinged for 3 damage, which means I can swap for 1 more damage on the cultist.
Sweet. All right. Let's do that. All right. So that's a total of 4 on the cultist, and the louse is dead.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's down to 2. And goodbye, goodbye, louse. Sweet. Oh, and I'm going to play the headbutt first so that my discard is empty, because I don't actually want... Well, no. I'll play the strike first so that I can put that on top of my deck.
Perfect.
Sweet.
And then this turn we need to kill the cultist because he's getting a real buff.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I'll have at least 1 damage. Guaranteed. Oh, yeah. I've got a cleave.
Yeah, we got enough damage, so he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's 1 gold and a card reward for me.
I get 2 gold and a card reward. I'm rich. Do you play Deep Rock Galactic? It seems like your sort of game.
I do.
Maybe?
I love Deep Rock Galactic, but I'll be honest, I haven't gone back and touched it since Helldivers 2 has come out, since they're kind of in the same genre, and you know I'm all about that Helldivers life, so...
No, it makes sense. Hey, this is actually a great teaching moment about how the game works. So in my card reward, I pulled a golden ticket. When you reveal a golden ticket, you reveal a card from the rare deck. So I get to swap this out with something from over here. Limit Break. Oh, I don't have any ways of growing strength.
Oh, that's such a good card, though.
Yeah. But if I don't have any way to use it, it's just going to be a curse for a while.
Yeah, this is where I get like really bad, but also you know that like meme that's always where like it's the bell curve where they say one thing and then the middle curve is the smarter thing and then the end curve is the same thing the first guy says. Like
yeah.
It's such a advanced but such a bad move where like whatever my first card reward is, I'm immediately like, oh, well, I drew a poison card, so I guess I'm making a poison deck, and I build my entire deck around whatever that first reward is. Where like in this case, like okay, maybe now you should focus on building a strength deck since we only have 1 or 2 cards. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but I get so focused on whatever that first card is. Okay, that's my deck. That's what I'm running. Like that's it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's like it's one of those games where sometimes a card might be good in the long run, but might be not helpful in the short run. I'm looking though, like for example, we're about to fight an elite, and that makes me nervous. Like I don't know if it's time to invest in something like Limit Break if I can't actually use it.
That's true.
Unfortunately, I think. But is Iron Wave worth anything really? It is nice to be able to get a block while I think I'll go for blood. 4 cost 1 if you lost HP this combat. Yeah, I should just start taking 1 hit, and then all of a sudden I can deal 4 for 1 energy, and then heal at the end of the turn.
As long as you only take 1, you heal back up. So,
yeah, surely we can pull that off. Where he said baptism just means immersion. Yeah, his responses to a lot of the baptism verses was pretty lackluster, let's say. You need to finish and publish that children's book. I know, Melanie. Tell that to the guy who emailed me, and then didn't email back. All right. Are we going to this early shop so that we can get a combat, or do we want another random event?
Your call. What do you think?
I think getting another combat so that we get card rewards.
More card. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So let's go to a shop. Ooh. So you can buy, reveal 3 card rewards. They cost 2, 3, and 6. Oh, I see. I think, let me read this. But I think that we just each draw 3 cards and we can buy them.
Okay.
Depending on their rarity. Where's the shop?
Speaking of finishing a book, I actually got an email this morning. Someone emailed me and they said that they watched my series where I talked about the screw tape letters. And he said that he really liked my series on that. And he wanted me to read his book that he had just published to see if I would be willing to talk about his book in a series like I did screw tape letters.
Oh, well, that's very flattering.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's at first I was like, this is just like some sort of spam bot or some sort of scam. Like they just want me to click this link, but it seems pretty genuine. Yeah. So I'm gonna give the book a read. You know, I gotta read the book first because I don't want to agree to anything and then read the book and be like, sorry, I don't like it, so I don't have anything nice to say.
My review of the book is it's great kindling. Am I just blind? Boss setup, combat setup, encounter setup, the map. Oh, merchant plays 3 relics. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their card rewards. Other players can contribute gold to help you buy something at a shop or event. Oh, I didn't know that. So we can share our gold if we want. That's an invitation to you.
Of course, the guy with 5 gold wants my 15 gold.
Yeah, I love communism when I'm poor. You buy for whatever you buy relics and potions for whatever it says. The relic in the top left is on sale for 1 less gold. You can buy cards you revealed for 2, 3, or 6 based on their rarity. Gray banner cards are common, blue are uncommon, yellow are rare. You can also buy a card remove. So each of us reveals 3 cards from our reward deck, and we have the option to buy from our own.
Okay.
3. So, like, for example, my headbutt would cost 2, my twin strike would cost 2, my flame barrier would cost 3.
Gotcha. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, if this doesn't interfere with your plans, I'm going to buy the pocket watch, which is 9, and then do a card removal service for 3. Yeah. And then that'll leave me with 3 gold left over if you need anything.
Let me see. Oh, interesting that this is blocked to any player. That's very strong. I wonder if I'll just take the horn cleat for 5. That would be like everything. But I do like the idea of that feels like it's gonna fall off. One shield 1/3 of the time feels like it's only gonna be helpful like for the first half of the act. Maybe I spring for this flame barrier. That's a very strong card.
It is a very strong card, and you don't have a whole lot of defense yet, so.
So yeah, I'll spend 3 gold for a flame barrier. And then probably just call it there. I don't think we might want to consider a block potion, maybe. I think we'll be okay. Probably.
I'll buy it.
We're gonna test my blood for blood. Yeah, C.S. Lewis is great. Yeah. Yeah, that was another believer in baptismal regeneration. That was another wild thing that Ryan said was he made the claim that if someone believes that baptism is required for salvation, is required to go to heaven, then they won't make it to heaven, which excludes like any Christian that wrote about anything for the first 1,000 years. So like, can you point to any Christians who did not believe in baptismal regeneration? No, you can't. It's not how that works. All right, sweet.
All right. I've spent my fortune.
Includes like 99% of Christians before 1960. You did spend your fortune. Goodness, wow. All right, sweet. Onwards and upwards. Let's go get a card reward. How do we exit merchant? Wow, it's so automatic. I'm real impressed. This is a well done.
Tabletop Simulator is like incredible for this, and I've even played like Warhammer games in this with people. It's a little more tedious when you're dealing with Warhammer because you're measuring things, but it still works.
Yeah, especially like they have the ruler thing, which I imagine is a great tool for stuff like that.
Yes, because there is no shortage of fights in the Warhammer community over. And I think it's the dumbest thing that you have all these newfangled technology and then you're still using like a physical ruler to do movement instead of like a hexagon or something like that. And so people fight over like, well, did you really move 12 inches or did you move 12.2 inches so you could stick out just a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy that part of. Oh, did we account for your week last battle?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, sweet. It looks like you're fighting the lice.
Yep.
It reminds me of grade school. And I'm fighting a jawworm. Just a single jawworm. That surprises me. That's like an easy pool fight. All right, but I won't complain.
Oh, and that 6 means this just got a whole lot harder to start with.
Ooh, 2/2 and strength.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I in that case. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That means my flame barrier and my blood for blood are kind of cooked. Like, flame barrier does literally nothing. This is 4. I could just kill the red louse for you. Or I could do 2 damage to everybody for you and proc all their shields, and you could just focus on block. This would deal 6 damage total.
Ooh,
Hi, Corky Bug. How are you?
Cleave might be the better move there. Beer Fox is asking, but is it the measurement base to base or center to center or same side to same side? So that's where like half the arguments come from is some people do base to base, some people do like from the center to the center. And then what'll happen is to get a little bit of fudging is they'll change it mid combat. So they'll say, okay, well, I measured from the front of my base here and I moved my character and I measured to the mid of their base, which gives you an extra inch. And so people will try and sneakily move an inch or 2 in there instead of like if we just had a Dungeons and Dragons style hexagon said you can move 6 hexagons. Well, then it's clear there's no room for fudging or debate. So I don't understand why there's still the archaic rulers.
Yeah. I think that's a huge strength of hexagon maps. As someone who's never played, that's always seemed odd to me. I'm doing well. Having a good time with Slay the Spire, the board game. And this is my friend Saint Waffles. He's a fellow. He's another Catholic streamer, especially on YouTube. He's not on Twitch. Used to be on Twitch. And then somebody chased him away. Goodness, couldn't have been me. I promise.
Hi, Corky.
But yeah. You especially do what, morning streams, right? Like very early morning.
Yeah,
like
my schedule right now is 5 a.m. Pacific time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh, yeah, but for East Coast, that's like 8 a.m. Is that the same schedule you had back when you were on Twitch? Like,
Sort of. So my schedule was never really set because I was constantly either doing overtime or moving jobs around. So hopefully nothing changes it for a while. Hopefully there's no big job changes and I can just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Schedule changes are rough. There's a lot of people that ask me to go to things and I always say no because stream comes first. That's how I've built my life for now. Okay. All right. Well, I suppose, yeah. Are you able to get 6 block?
So I don't need quite 6. I only need 4. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit one of them. And even though it won't deal any damage, it'll put a weak token on one. So they'll only do 3 damage combined, which I can block.
Oh, right. Okay, sweet. So let me get my cleave in first so that you're hitting the shield. And then I'll put a single attack on the jawworm. Just to start tickling him a little bit. They're all going to get shield, but we already
don't need
know.
to put it out there, yeah. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any damage, so.
All right. Sweet. Good. Good times. Good times. Man, that's a terrible first draw for me. Well, Flame Barrier could have done something if he was doing something else, but that was boopy.
Need to establish the rules at the beginning and make the most. Yeah, that does work, but let's see. What's the charitable way to say this? The Warhammer crowd is not known for their reasonability or their ability to be rational about things. There is a lot of that guy in the community, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever have like a referee or an umpire or something?
Oh yeah, there's usually at tournaments, there's usually like 2 or 3 refs, but then there's problems with, because the community is usually decently tight-knit in smaller areas, you've got, okay, well that ref is friends with that guy, so is there a bias? So we need a second ref to come over to the ref to see if the ref is making a bad call. And they get so serious about the game. Like
the debate
one of the
we were
rules. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. You go ahead. I'll tell after.
So one of the rules in the game is that you need to have your figures painted a very certain way or you lose points over it. And like, not everyone has time to sit there and paint minis, especially when your army can be hundreds of characters, right? And so like, It's the most petty thing to call over a ref and be like, oh, ref, his minis aren't painted, so I want you to take points away from him because this is serious.
Oh, that sounds rough. The debate that we've been talking about between Joe Heschmeyer and NeedGod.net, it's definitely worth time watching. One of the really unfortunate things about it is the moderators on the YouTube channel all had a very strong bias about who they agreed with, and it was not Joe. So there were weird things going on. Like the moderators themselves started calling Catholics pagan goddess worshippers at one point, which is a wild thing to say during a debate. I'll grant that, like, I don't know, the chat on the whole was pretty aggro on both sides, I would say. But it was, when your refs are not impartial, it makes it difficult to trust them as refs. That's all. All right, sweet. Have you rolled the die?
I haven't rolled the die.
Let's do it.
A 5. That's bad again.
That is bad again. Although we should be able to clean up. We're really going to have to destroy the jawworm soon. Because he's going to be very strong. But I've got a headbutt, which can take out the red louse. I've got a strike that can take out one of the lice.
Okay.
And then I'm wasting an energy. Feels bad.
Well, how about instead of wasting an energy, you change out that strike for a bash, and you bash the worm to get a vulnerability on him?
That could be good.
And then I will take out the other 2 louses and
that sounds
start
really
on the
good.
jawworm.
All right. Do I want... Okay, so unfortunately, he blocks my hit with his shield, but he does grab a vulnerable. I kill this guy with my headbutt.
Yep.
And then I can choose anything in my discard. I wonder if I want to make sure I have a flame barrier next turn.
Probably, because if he rolls 3
If he
or a
attacks.
4, that's going to be some massive damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll grab a flame barrier. I mean, it's either that or like if I bring Bash to the top, then that would be 4 damage, which would bring him down to 5. Would we be able to cover the rest of the 5 with?
Yeah, that's a
4
good
energy
idea.
left
Yeah,
over?
bring Bash out. We can do that.
Okay. Just hopefully we don't brick. But what are the odds that we brick? Let's be real.
You brought up the goddess or pagan thing, and one of the things that always like confounds me when people talk about Catholicism is in the same breath they'll say Catholics worship Mary, but the Catholic Church also hates women. How can we hate women but also worship a woman, right? Like that like if you just take a second to think about it, it doesn't work.
It's very confusing. Yeah. Oh, did you kill all your lice?
Yeah, I took them out.
Oh, great.
So we can focus on the worm now.
All right, Mr. Worm, please don't murder me. Okay, so he is going to put 2 shield and a strength. And that is a scary worm.
2 shields, 2 strength, and a broken heart.
Aw. Kingdom Hearts all of a sudden.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Our next turn.
And 6. He's buffing up again.
That's, I mean, for now, that's great news. I am glad that I didn't take the flame barrier. I suppose that means unless you have an attack that hits harder than, well, do you have any bigger attacks than 1?
Nope. So it's all you.
All right. So I definitely will put the bash on his vulnerable. And then I suppose we just stack a whole bunch of other hits. One of those hits is going to be, the weakness will also be nice. That's helpful. So, all right. So 4, wait, hold on. 4, but first it goes through 2 shields. And then it does 2 left over. And then I do a strike on the new vulnerable that was applied by the bash. So that's 2. So he's down to 5. But he no longer has vulnerable anymore.
Yep. And then I do 2 and apply a weak.
Sweet. So he's down to 3. He's going to apply shield, but being able to do 5 sounds doable. And I probably will draw my flame barrier now. I'm drawing 5 out of 8. So about 50-50 odds, I suppose.
This guy, maybe he'll bulk up again. We'll see.
Yeah, we could only hope, I guess. He's just this is why you don't do steroids, kids. You forget to do anything else in your life.
All right, let's roll that die. He's going to.
He's doing damage.
So he's swinging for 7 on you.
Yeah, I hope we can kill him. That's all. I've got a headbutt and a flame barrier. 7, jeez. I can do 3, I suppose.
Oh, I gotcha. So my pocket watch activated this turn, so I draw 3 more, and last turn I got outmaneuver, which means that I can play outmaneuver and gain 2 more energy. So I have 5 energy, which means I can strike, strike,
Huge. Oh yeah, he's
cloak and
done.
dagger. So that's 4
He's so
damage
done.
from me.
Yep. All right. Well, he got 7 damage total, and that's the moral of the story is something steroids. It's beautiful. Wow. Chat, did you know this is an educational show? All right, so I get 1 coin and 1 card reward. And you get also a coin
Same
and a card
thing.
reward. Remove enemies.
Speaking of educational, so there's a company that makes a Christian app. So your 3 to 7 year olds can play Christian games on your phones. And I wanted to review it for Catholic Game Reviews, but they're charging like $15 to $17 a month for low quality cell phone games. And like I get you want the Christian content for your kids, but also I don't know that you need to pay $17 a month for your kid to play Christian games on a cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just go to coolmathgames.com.
The classic.
Yeah. I think I'm going to True Grit. Exhaust a card in your hand. It's not even a random card. 1 shield to any player.
Ooh.
That's very good.
Ooh, I've got a really tough choice here. I've got Blade Dance and Dagger Spray. Ooh, I think, I've already got a couple shivs. I love the shiv build, so let's go with Blade Dance and get some more shivs going.
Okay. Yeah, we got to hope that you get something that synergizes with those shivs to make them hit harder.
Yeah, it gives me extra strength, or I love the relic that makes your shivs deal a minimum of 5 damage. Like that's my favorite relic to get, because then you can just I'm just going to casually do 45 damage with 0 energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time for the big boss.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
I've got potions. I'm not worried.
It'll be fine. Do you want to click the button?
And it's the boss I did not want to see.
All right.
Oh. That's real bad.
Imparting the religion as being something that produces low quality games seems unwise as a strategy. Yeah, I feel similar to Christian games as I feel about Christian movies. It's just, it's just where we are right now.
Yeah, everyone talked about God's Not Dead as being like the best Christian movie ever, and I watched it, and it was just so cheesy, and the guy gets hit by the car and suddenly sees the light and converts, and the Christianity wins in the end, and it's so flimsy of a story. Are you really convincing anyone with this, or is it just making you feel good that yay, Christianity wins?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rough times. Ooh, I got a cleave.
All right.
Do these guys not have artifact? Yeah, go ahead.
And we're starting with
the attack formation. So there are you have interesting. You're gonna have 2 dazes coming in.
Yep.
And a 3. I'm gonna have 2 3s coming in and a daze. Also note that this is fun. When you get a daze, it goes on top of your draw pile. It does not get shuffled in.
That is awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder, let's see. I will probably start with this is tough. I think I'm going to tank 3 so that I can cleave. Who is Spire and why must we slay him? This is a great question. It's a great question. I don't have a great answer. But there's a heart. The Spire has a heart. I wonder. Do you think we should focus on killing one set of 3 sentries first?
Yes, I think so. And I'm gonna say something that sounds selfish, but I promise that I have reason for this.
Mm-hmm.
We should kill mine first because you have flame barrier, which is gonna let you not eat as much damage, and it'll tick some damage onto them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with. I really hate to take 3 damage.
I can
If you can
block
weaken
potion
one of
you.
them. Ooh. Actually, that might be really helpful. Then I only take 1, which makes blood for blood much more powerful. Which is exactly what we want.
All right, well, block potion you.
Thank you. Think I'll take a couple blocks. Sweet. I'll play Flame Barrier, which gives me 3 more blocks, so I have a total of 5. Mm-hmm. And then I play Cleave on the bottom, so that's 2 apiece. He's down to 5. He's down to 6. He's down to 5. And that's my turn.
All right, then I'm going to neutralize Sentry A and then attack him for 4 in total.
Nice.
And he will have a weak, which means I will take 2 damage this turn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... All right, sweet. On their turn, I receive 1 daze, which stinks.
And I get 2.
Yay! Oh, that's going to be rough on you next turn. Hopefully your relic pops off. Although if your relic pops off, that means that you have the attack formation.
Yeah, hopefully we're hoping for the relic, honestly. I bet it will be better.
Okay. So 2 of them attack me, and they each take what?
1?
Yeah, I think just 1. It doesn't have a number, so I'm going to assume 1. So he's down to 6, and he's down to 6. Ooh. Claire Obscure just came up in my playlist. That's a fantastic game. Have you looked at Claire Obscure yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's also sometimes called Expedition 33.
Oh, okay. Yep. I've played that a little bit. That one, yeah, I recognize that name.
Yeah. I don't normally go for turn-based RPGs, but this game has been amazing.
It's amazing until you learn that you can't parry. I am so bad at the parrying.
Well, solution to that is to just get good, you know. All right. Good turn. Oh, right. And I take 1 damage. Let me just not cheat. That'd be good.
All right. I'm rolling the dice. Let's see how bad it is. Come on, 3. Give me a 3. No.
Ooh. So same formation.
Yep.
They're attacking me for 6. This could be spicy. I do have blood for blood, which is nice.
And I got completely skunked over here. All I can do is defend, so it's a wash on my end, but
you're being attacked for 3, right?
Yep.
I'm wondering if I'm going to, let's see, if I can deal 7. I might take out one of my sentries just so that I only take 3 damage. Well, or 2 damage with this.
That's probably a good move.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that, well, we're wasting 1 point of attack, I suppose. But there are worse things. Oh, you literally only got 3 defense, huh?
Yep, those hexes got me.
All right. So he's dead. I get one block. And it'll be okay. Everything will be fine. I promise. And I'll just put this back, although I'm going to need it again. Blood for blood is working. That's nice.
That is good.
All right, so their turn. On my side, he gives me a daze, and he deals 3, which ends up being 2 because of a shield. Yuck.
And I grabbed my 2 days, and I have 3 shields, so no problem there.
That works out. All right. Yeah, that's not too bad, honestly, as long as you can sustain that.
We need a 3 now. Come on, 3.
All right, here we go. Well, that's not a 3.
That's not what we need.
I drew entirely trash.
Okay. We can make this happen. We can do this.
What do you have? You have Survivor. That's fun.
Here's what I'm thinking. I play Survivor. I discard the Defend. And I swing for 1 and hit the Sentry at the very back who's got 5 HP. That'll drop him down to 4, and I use the Fire Potion to finish him off since it does 4 damage and take him out. And then my 3 armor will block Sentry B.
Yeah, that's not bad. Do it. I'm going to play a little defensive. I'm going to play 2 defends, and I'll put a strike on this guy to just take him out, which will also save you a daze. Yeah, I think that's my plan. So I have 2 block. On their turn, one of them deals 1 damage to me. Oh man, I'm all the way down to 6. This is brutal. And I pick up another daze.
That's okay. We can finish him off now. Now that I don't have days, I've got a little bit more oomph.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. All right. Dog, please, please, please. Thank you. All right. Okay. Next turn. Reset. 3 more.
And a 2. So 1 attack on you, 1 attack on me.
Let's see. So I've got Blood for Blood and Cleave and True Grit, which are all rather enticing. 4 plus 2. That's really unfortunate. There's no way that I can take out the guy who's attacking me. I wish we got 4, 5, 6. I guess I just
How much damage can you do?
I can do 7. Oh, actually, yeah, if you could help. Well, are you able to defend yourself?
I got an extra card, so I can do 2 damage and I got defense. So if you can do enough to that other guy, we can take him out.
Got how much do I okay.
So we need to do 8 damage. I've got 2, so you just need to be able to do 6 damage.
Oh, sweet. I will do that, and I'll also use, and then I can put another damage on somebody, or do I want to exhaust? Yeah, no, I'll put another damage on somebody, I think. Sounds great.
Yeah, because you won't have any damage coming your way, so you don't need to block anything.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I deal 6 here, and then 1 here. boop, 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 boop.
And then I'll deal 2 to knock him
Huge.
out for you. And then gain 3 armor.
Sweet. All right. We're getting control. And then I get a daze back.
That's okay. We're almost through this.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Flame barrier feels like it should be coming up soon, maybe. Ah, yep. Or bash. I think I'm going to do flame barrier. Well, it depends what we roll, I suppose.
5. So he's swinging at you.
Yeah, I think in that case, I'll probably do flame barrier. Unless we can, if we do bash, that would be 2, and he would be vulnerable. Can you finish him off? Well, you also have, what are you doing on
I don't
your
have
side?
to defend anything, so I can do...
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should just take him out. There's no reason
Yeah, I
to
can do
not.
4 damage this turn.
Okay. So I'll put a Yeah, I'll put a bash on him, so that deals 2. And then also gives him a vulnerable. So you can use that vulnerable.
Okay. So I'll throw a shiv at him for 2 because of the vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last shiv to kill him.
Sweet.
And then I'll do 2 damage to my guy.
Oh, and you even get to apply a weak to him.
And I'll give him weak.
Sweet.
Perfect.
All right. And he will give you a new daze. I think, right?
Yep.
But at this point, it's not that bad.
Shouldn't be that bad. We only have to do 4 damage, so...
All right. We got it. Got a headbutt.
Okay, yep, we got enough to finish him.
All right.
All right.
Little worse for wear, but we got it. Jeez, man.
So 2 gold for me, a card reward, and we get to draw from the treasure chest.
That's right. And I believe that we both share the same rewards this time. We both take the same rewards. So I also get 2 gold, a relic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just have minions.
With the relic, do we get an option of 3 to choose from?
No, I believe that you just
one?
Yeah, I can double check, but I'm pretty sure. Draw a card from the relic deck. You may gain that relic or skip it. Keep your relics face up in front of you. When relics are discarded or skipped, put them at the bottom of the relic deck.
Okay, so just 1.
Oh, and that reminds me. Actually, all of these things that I've been discarding from the card rewards, you're technically supposed to be putting them back at the bottom of your reward deck.
Oh.
Like not shuffled, mind you. But
I've been shuffling it, so I've been doing that bad.
Yeah, I think so. Like, for example, I got a golden ticket, and so I should have to cycle through my entire reward deck before I have a chance at that golden ticket again. That sort of thing. I don't think it's a huge difference, but
no, that makes sense though.
Yeah. All right. So my 2 gold and my relic. Self-forming clay. Once per turn. Ooh, I like that. If you lose HP, you gain 3 shield. Once per combat, excuse me. I also heal 1, so I'm back up to 7. Thank goodness.
Excellent. And I got Toxic Egg. When you add a skill to your deck, upgrade it, use 3 times, then discard.
Oh, interesting. That's not nearly as strong as the normal
No.
Toxic Egg.
Oh, and we get treasure checks next too, so we got all the rewards coming.
Oh, that's true. A shrug. A second wind. I do love a
Ooh,
second wind.
that's a tough. All those are good. All those are real
Yeah.
good.
I gotta go with my buddy second wind. At least like in the video game, exhaust is so powerful, you know? It's hard to go wrong with
It
exhaust.
can be if you know what you're doing, or you can be like me who didn't understand the exhaust mechanic and I built an entire deck and exhausted everything.
Like, oh no, I have no cards left.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So go on to a treasure chest and we'll each grab a relic. Ugh, gross. Regal pillow.
Nilari's Codex. Draw a card, trigger a 2 ability. Its owner gains the effect. Okay.
Oh, I see. So if there's like somebody else's has a 2 ability,
Yeah.
you can trigger it for them. And it doesn't
I'm
even
guessing
have to
it
be your
can't
own.
trigger itself, or can it? Can it trigger the 2 draw a card ability?
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to.
Oh, I like that. I dig that. I can work with that.
Yeah. All right, sweet. You got a lot of card draw. 2s and 3s and 4s. I'll give
That's
you
what I'm
card
building
draw.
is card draw. So
Yeah. We love card draw. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're going that way, huh?
oh wait, no, I'm sorry. We actually have a choice. We can go that way, or we can go a little to the right. What is the circle under it mean? Does that mean it's like slightly harder?
No, that means that when you create the map, this is how they make it random in the board game version.
Oh, okay.
You put these tokens out.
So we have to do a fight no matter what.
Yeah, I think we're going to be going here, and then we'll want to attack the elite. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
unless we're
so it
too
really
weak,
doesn't matter.
and then we have a choice of going to the weaker monster if we need to. But that's the way I think we should go up there.
Yeah, so left or right doesn't matter actually here. Boop.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the looter.
Lose 2 gold. Looter leaves combat. You still get rewards. Wow. All right.
So we got to take that guy out fast. Why does he have 2 health bars? Or
I
is that
think
left
because-
over from last time?
I think that we both
Both click the button.
clicked the button, and so it got confused. Like there's another one here too. Yeah, in fact, here, well, it's probably fine. This feels like you have a tough fight down here.
I think we can do this.
Okay. Sweet. Let's do it. Our first roll is a 4,
which means I can draw a card.
Fascinating. Oh, right. Yeah, you love. You have so many numbers that you love. That also means this guy is attacking for 2. I think I'll probably play Flame Barrier. I am going to take 1, which I think is kind of what I want to take.
Did you remember to heal yourself after the last fight also?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
But good question. That's the sort of thing I would forget. So I think Flame Barrier and Strike, and I'll end up taking 1. But also deal damage back. This looter feels like he's going to get away. Well, we'll see. Oh, you have a flechettes.
I have a big play coming up here.
Oh, I see that. Well, although, should you play flechettes before you play Survivor? Is that your plan?
Yes, because Survivor, in order to play Survivor, I have to then discard Reflex. So the most I can get is 2 cards. So it's just 2 skills. So it'll be the same thing no matter what.
Well, yeah. I agree. Or worse if you would draw
Exactly.
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great move. Okay, sweet. Sweet. You're dealing. Okay. So I'll play my Flame Barrier and my Strike on the Looter so that he doesn't steal my gold. Hopefully, we'll see. And it's up to you.
All right. I'm going to Flechette the Acid Slime for 3.
Nice.
And then I'm going to gain 3 armor for Survivor. Then I'm going to discard Reflex. I drew the 2 cards, which allows me to play Blade Dance.
Oh, wow.
Did you say hold up?
No, I said, oh, wow.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to neutralize. So we're going to neutralize the Spike Slime so he doesn't deal any damage to me at the end of this turn. Because he will have weak.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to use our 2 shivs to take out the Acid Slime.
Nice. It's a good, strong turn there.
As I throw my shiv at you.
No, not at me.
Bubble says she still has no idea how to play this game.
Yeah, understandable. I find that board games in general are really hard to stream.
Yeah. The good news is we don't know how to play it either, so...
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So for their turn, the Looter is going to deal 2 damage against my first 2 shield. The Fungi is going to deal 2 more damage and take 1 bit of health from me. Oh, and each of them also takes a damage. I forgot because I played Flame Barrier. That was a whole point of last turn. Great. That's also going to trigger self-forming clay, I believe.
Yep.
I'll do. Well, I suppose that'll be at the beginning of my next turn. But that will be nice. Okay, and then you've also got your guys handled.
And yep, I took 1 vulnerability.
Oof.
And actually, I didn't see the small slime. Small slime deals 1 damage. Sneaky guy. I didn't see him dealing damage.
Whoops.
Okay.
Yes, Bubble. Actually, you're exactly right. You're currently winning in this game. Ooh, Headbutt is nice.
Oh, and a 3, which means I get 3 cards.
Flechettes is really good for a card draw deck, isn't it? That's awesome. He's attacking for 3, which is fine, because I already have... Oh, you don't have to take the shield tokens. You actually have a block thing down here. Forgot about that. That's helpful.
That is convenient.
Well, I know which 3 cards I'm going to play. Of course, it's going to be these 3. The question is, who do we play them on? Are you able to help me kill the Looter?
The Looter. Let's see.
I'm able to do 5 on him right now, which would bring him down to 2.
I can do 2 damage to him.
Sweet. All right. That way, that protects my money. You know how it is.
Yeah, so you can't lose the money.
All right. Great. Sweet. So I will do let's see, turn order. I suppose I'll do True Grit first to exhaust you. And gain another shield that I won't need. I'll do Cleave, which will attack both of them for 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'll probably headbutt the Cleave back, because the Cleave is pretty good. Yeah, I'll bring the Cleave back.
Okay.
Onto the top of my pile, and also deal 3 more damage. And that means that I'll be able to use the Cleave on your guys next turn, which I think will be helpful.
Perfect. And I'll use my 2 damage to finish him off so your gold isn't taken.
Sweet. Yay, gold. All right. Excellent. I suppose I'll rotate that so I remember. Great. Okay, sweet. So for their turn, he's going to hit my shield. Suddenly I have 4 shield. And then you guys, are you able to defend?
I had a little bit of defense, but I still got through, so I'm down to 3 HP.
Oh, brother.
I'm getting hurt.
Okay. Well, maybe
We'll
we should
heal
have done
soon.
that.
It's okay. I'm not scared.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm scared for you. All right. Sweet. Next turn then, I suppose.
All right. Dice says, oh, that didn't roll it. Roll the dice. 4, which means extra card for me.
So I have Cleave. I also have Blood for Blood, and I have taken damage this combat. And I have Strike. Let's see. So if you want, I'm able to take out the Spike Slime entirely and my Fungi Beast, and also put 1 point of damage on the Small Slime.
Let's see. I can deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage this turn.
All right. Well, then we win.
So
Sounds great. We just had to spend some health to get there. We might regret
just a little bit.
Okay, so card rewards. I get a potion. Interesting. No gold, though. The punk. An energy potion. That can come in handy. And a card reward. Ooh, another golden ticket. Beautiful.
Wow.
I know, right? Who shuffled this deck? Impervious. Impervious is almost always worth it, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Unfortunately, I don't think it'll matter too much because we're just bumping up against 7 o'clock, and I think that's about the stopping time you said.
it is. Yeah. How are you doing on time? I'd be willing to push on a little longer, but yeah, it is.
I think 7's a good stop point for me. I've been sitting in this chair since 4 a.m. this morning, so I am ready to
Yeah,
to
entirely
not be in
valid.
a chair.
Yeah, that's one of the troubles with this game. Like, all the little things you have to do to run it add up pretty quick. So like, you know, we were here for 2 hours and we didn't finish the first act. Granted, we were learning, so we were a little bit slower than we could have been. And I think it's faster in person, but That's I think the thing that holds this game back, because it just has too many little things that you have to micromanage.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, why would I play this over the computer game? Because the computer game is amazing, and really it boils down to the co-op. Like being able to play with someone else is such a huge.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a huge change, and I think they did a really good job at making that work. I wonder if now that they've made co-op for the board game, I wonder if they'll make Slay the Spire 2 have a co-op mode. That could be cool to see.
They better. I definitely want that.
That would be awesome. They put out their newsletter for May, and they said, 5 months and we still haven't released the game yet this year. So annoying. All right. Well, good times.
It was. Bubble says we have to do it again.
Yeah. Would love to do another collab. So, I mean, as I said, I think this game is hard to stream. Board games in general, I find hard to stream. But Trekkie bought me Helldivers 2 recently, so we could do that. In fact, if you want, Trekkie and I are planning to play sometime soon. So I might message you about that, and maybe you can join us.
I would love to dive with both of you. I will do everything I can to help.
All right, right on.
I only have 120 Helldivers videos on my channel.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I have 0. I played the original Helldivers a couple times, but that's it. Yeah. Do you know Trekkie for Christ, by the way? You would get along with him.
We're probably in like 3 or 4 different Discords together. It's okay. we don't talk like every day, but we definitely had interactions. I think mostly in the Catholic game reviews.
Sure,
he does a lot of help over there.
That's awesome. Yeah, Trekkie is great. Ptony needs a Helldiver Sherpa. We're at Sean's Discord together. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Well, sweet. This was fun doing a stream together. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing your audience.
Oh, my pleasure. I hope that at least a couple folks well, I mean, I love sharing new people with new people. That's all. So yeah, my pleasure. That was great.
It was, and we'll definitely message me about Helldivers. I'd love to come do that. I think we could probably fill out a full 4-man squad, a 4-man Catholic group dropping down and liberating. So
yeah, that could be really great. Yeah, I'll ping you the date, and we'll create a group chat or something.
Awesome.
Yeah, and please do also message me about the D&D thing that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, I'll send that over.
All right. Sweet. Well, I'll say goodbye to my chat, and you can say goodbye to yours. Thanks for spending time, Mr. Waffles.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. God bless you, brother.
God bless. All right, guys, that is it for me today. This has been a late night stream, but it's been a lot of fun. I love this board game, so I'm probably gonna have to get it. But sounds like we have another cross stream maybe coming up with Trekkie for Christ to come and do some Helldivers with us. It'll be a lot of fun, so I will keep you posted on all of that. So have a blessed evening, everyone, and we will see you again tomorrow morning. In less than 12 hours, I'll be at it again. So you can't get enough waffles. So have a great night, everyone. I'll see you.